What is up, everyone? We are back with another episode of Shaping the Culture. Let's just get to it. The whole secular sacred divide. There is no distinction in the scriptures. Some of us have trust issues with God, and some of us, it's like, does God really got us? You can't engage the culture with the gospel that first has not engaged you. Like, you know how people are like, oh, that's just who I am. Nah.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Shaping the code.
Thank you all for coming out. My question was, I talked a lot about being married now, but when you guys were single, I'm not sure if you were traveling a lot when you were still single, but as you're single and traveling, how did you navigate kind of the temptations that go from when you're kind of isolated and traveling week to week, especially like if you have to go to a different church or something on a Sunday or something like that? How did you navigate that?
Yeah, when I first started traveling, I did not travel alone. I traveled with my discipler, or I traveled. I'm just blessed to have a wife who does the same thing that I do, and so I'll be with my wife a lot of the times, especially when I go out of the country. She be with me, and so we don't go out of the country without one another. And most times, I'm with people, and so like for a trip like this, he goes to my church, and I'm friends with him. He's been in my house, and so I know I'm going to be around brothers that's going to hold me accountable. I'm a big believer in not trusting myself. I love my wife and I love God, but the devil be sending people. Yeah, the devil be sending people. I had women like send me videos of being naked. Like I've had some crazy stuff, and I'm like, I'm not even that attractive, so I know that's the devil. Like I know it's a demon in you. I know it's a demon in you. It's like somebody need to cast that out. That's crazy. But it's like, that's wild. You wild for that. And so I don't trust myself. And so when I'm on the road, I'm either with brothers that love me, or I'm telling the people that's booking me to like bring somebody that's going to hold me accountable. But after I say all of that, like I have to have a heart that loves the Lord and loves people, and who cares about my witness being destroyed. Because if we don't care about God, and if we don't really seek Him, we'll hop up all those hurdles to be out here bogus. And so I just really have to just consistently seek the Father and ask Him to keep me, and He's kept me. And so,
For sure. I guess as a follow-up, for example, I'm literally like in a different country for like half the year. So I'm American just like you. So when I'm back in Maryland, I'm good. Like but it's a lot harder when I don't have that community built up here. So how would you kind of go about that, especially if you're working on the weekend a lot of the time? So it's like it's hard to build that local community the way that you would want to build it, essentially.
yeah, well, I've never experienced like being away from home that long at a time, but it might be hard, but it ain't impossible.
For sure.
Right? I think that's my best encouragement for you, is that God has, the beautiful thing about the Christian community is that God has His saints everywhere. And if you really want to be in community, and He really wants you to be around Christians, He'll bring you those Christians in your life. So I think that you really have to you have to pray, and I think that you might have to just work extra hard to be extra intentional and surrounding yourself around people who will point you to godliness, because that's a hard thing. I don't think it's healthy for any Christian to be away from his family, away from his kids. I don't know if you're married or whatever, when there's so many temptations and so many things around that the devil wants you to walk in. And so pray, ask the Lord to really give you community. I think he'll give that to you.